Hi, I'm Viv and I live across the road from St Andrew's Church, and for the last year I've been watching the car park and the building, and it just seems so empty, and for the casual passerby they might even think church has packed up and gone home. But for those of us that know, it has been really, really busy. We've been doing all sorts as an outreach to the community. We've been doing online services, and we've been ringing people, and we've been keeping in touch, sending out food. We've done all sorts, but I wanted to make a visual display outside of church this Easter to show people that are passing by that we are very much here and alive, and that nothing's changed, and that God loves them. And so what I came up with the idea was to put a banner on the fence that says God loves you, and make loads of hearts and tie them to that fence. There's 80 feet of the fence. It's the one between the car park and the front car park, and the path that leads to the back car park. And so I would like your help to make those hearts, because making 300 hearts is quite a feat, and I think if we all join in together, then we can do that. I don't know about you, but I find it very hard going up to people and evangelising, and so this is a way of evangelising to our community, telling them that God loves them. And so if you make a heart, you're helping to get that message across. So I've started by making a banner, and this is the banner I've started making. It says God, and it's always good to start a project with God. And so that banner will go up on the fence, and then we'll be tying the hearts all round. I made a few yesterday with scraps of material, so in an afternoon I could make about 30 hearts. They don't all have to be exactly the same. They don't have to be this size. I think smaller ones would mean we could get more on. So roughly about this size, if you can. I made one yesterday and I blinged it up. So this is made of felt, and so for children it's very easy to use felt, so you could cut out the template and use it from them. The template, I'm going to send a document to the church office, so if you need a template then just email the church office and they will send you a template. So that's a blingy one, and the more blingy ones, more eye-catching. This is one that I finished for making out of felt, and I put a little heart on there, and then I hand stitched it round. So you don't have to have a sewing machine. You can get the felt from New Forest Fabrics. I know they're closed at the moment, but they are doing a click and collect, so if you gave them a ring, I'm sure they would give you some felt on click and collect. So children, that's a very good project for you to be doing this half term or on an evening. The ribbon, I found that every single, well, not every single, but I do like to exaggerate, a lot of the garments in my wardrobe had these bits of ribbon inside, which I think is supposed to help hang your clothes properly, but I don't use them, so snip them off and you've got a bit of ribbon to use. What we'll do nearer the time is we're going to be tying them onto the fence. It's no good putting bows, because I think they'll come undone, so we'll be tying them onto the fence. We're going to start doing that about Sunday the 28th, which is the Sunday before Good Friday, so that we have them up there for about a fortnight, and as I said earlier, the more the better. So you need a piece of material so that when you fold it in half you've got about 5-inch square. Then put the template on there and cut it out. And once you've got that template, then we're doing it so that the right sides are out. So if we take the right sides out and put them together, then sandwich the ribbon between the middle of the heart here, and then we can sew it. And what I do usually is I start from about here, sew it down there, catch the ribbon, and then right round until I get to here, and this bit I leave open for the stuffing. So once I've done that bit, then I take my pinking shears so that it doesn't fray too much, and I pink all round to the bit where I've left it open. I don't pink that bit yet. Then using some stuffing from an old pillow, I've stuffed that until it's quite spongy and heart-shaped, and then pushing that in, I catch this bit here round with the sewing, and then once I've sewed that, then I come along with my pinking shears, take the top off, and we end up with a heart like that, and then just snip the top so that we can tie that onto the fence. So as I say, you don't have to be very clever at sewing, you don't have to have lots of scraps around, as you can use the felt, or if you've got lots of scraps around and you can make loads and loads, then the more the better. If we have a really good visual display, then it will be eye-catching, people will notice, and people will get the message that God loves them. And I did wonder whether every week leading up to that, during the church coffee time, we could perhaps tell each other how many we've made to encourage others. We can get the children involved with the felt ones. If they're too young to maybe decorate the felt ones with beads and buttons and everything, then maybe you can allow them to use some felt tip pens on some pastel shades, and then make the heart from their drawings on the hearts. So there's loads of ways that they can get involved. I'm going to talk to the local preschool and the local care homes and see if they'd like to make some hearts and join in. If you are making hearts at home and you're talking to people on the phone, you could tell them what you're doing, and that might start a conversation about your beliefs and why God loves them. So it's another way of being evangelical, and you can show us on online on the Sunday chat time if you've done some blingy ones, and the blingier the better. And I think we might even manage a prize for the most blingy one, so an Easter egg prize for the most blinged one, because everything that we do will be more eye-catching, and it will bring people's attention to the banner which says God loves you. Thank you.